Hi, and thank you so much for making calls on Super Sunday. Whether you've made calls in the past or you're new, I'm here to give you tips to make today go more smoothly. You are a superhero by making phone calls.
Did you say superhero?
Why, yes I did, Adam.
I have no idea who you're talking about. You must be talking about some other handsome civilian.
Well, before you get started, do you know why we're making phone calls?
No.
Okay, so we need to learn some things about why we're making phone calls and how to make phone calls before we start. The monies that we raise feed the hungry, comfort the sick, care for the elderly, and educate our youth, and not just here in Pittsburgh, but all around the world.
Those are things that superheroes like me do too.
Yes, that is, and that's called the power of the collective, one of the superpowers of the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh. Speaking of superpowers, we have super materials to help us make our phone calls.
Where are they? That was amazing!
Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh is amazing. So, let's talk about these materials. What you have in front of you is a pledge card and a placemat. These are important to familiarize yourself with before you make your phone calls. You need to read the pledge card carefully. Use the script that's on the placemat. Fill out all the information that's needed. The pledge card tells you about the person you're going to be calling. You see the name of the person, you see how much they have given in the past, and you also see on this pledge card how much to ask them in the future. Now, every once in a while, the ask amount may seem a little high. If you're uncomfortable asking that much, then look at how much they gave the year before and try to ask for about a 10% increase from the year before. We always ask for the increase because every year the needs are greater and greater, and someone giving the same amount they gave last year is actually a decrease in a donation. So that's an important piece to know.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Not yet, not yet, not yet. You also need to remember if you do get an amount, and remember, a zero, unfortunately, I hope you don't get any, is a number, to put how much they pledged and to sign your name.
What if I'm on the phone and someone says they need help? Shall I go save them?
That's a great question, and thank you for offering to save them. But better would be to raise your hand, a Federation employee will come, and you can give them the phone and they can speak to that person and offer them the help that's needed. Also, I forgot to mention to you another super thing about Super Sunday. We have a $25,000 match just for today. So when you're on the phone and you're speaking with the donor, and either they've never given before, or you can get them to give an increase, every dollar raised above and beyond what they've given last year goes to the match, and the match will match dollar for dollar.
That's incredible!
Here is our Super Sunday Caller's Guide. This is filled with so much information you can use to make your phone calls. Here is starting the conversation, how you open the conversation, what you would say to someone who's given money in the past, what you would say to someone who hasn't given before, how you can get them interested in giving now. Here's what to say when someone wants to give you money, all the big thank yous and how wonderful they are. It's a copy of a pledge card. Over here are handling objections, all different kinds of objections. Same as last year, have to discuss with my spouse, etc. Already made my gift, etc. Very useful information. Here it tells you where the money goes and the names of our agencies and what they do so that you are filled with super information on Super Sunday to make super calls.
That's terrific! Thank you so much! Am I ready to make calls?
I think you are ready to make calls, Super Federation Man, and I think you're ready too. Just pick up that phone and make those calls and have a super day.